Hi everyone, welcome back to more Blood Bowl 2. I'm Disturbing Puppet. We are continuing and actually finishing the season here in the championship game with my Chaos team, the Gory Gors, who eventually ended up with 3 Chaos Warriors, despite initially just starting with Beastmen. So we've done pretty well throughout the season. We've gotten a lot of upgrades. We've picked up a lot of star player points. We actually have quite a few people who are still fairly close. Just 4 points here to level up, 3 points, 1 point. So we have a few people who could still get some additional stuff going on. We've been able to make a variety of different team players. So we have a fast guy with tackle, extra arms for picking up the ball, potentially catching the ball. We've got block and dodge. We've got block and catch. We've got dodge and catch, even. We've got our crazy player here, Bloody Antlers, who has been kind of the star with the 5 agility, just letting us try to do a lot of different stuff, although he's failed a lot of dice rolls. So we'll kind of see how that goes. So in the championship, we're playing against Khemri, and they've always been pretty tough. So we might get beaten up a bit. We'll see how it goes. I do have the Chaos Warriors to maybe throw into the front line. Instantly seeing a bunch of guard there. Strength of 6 on a Tomb Guardian. That is just evil. Okay. Wonderful. Anything else really standing out? What is that? Strip ball. Okay. Agility-wise, 2s... Yeah, 2s across the board, so anything handling the ball is potentially difficult for this team, so we could try to, play into that a bit. This Tomb Guardian, what does that? Stand firm and break tackle. Odd choice. Got a thrower here. Sure hands accurate, nerves of steel, all that interesting stuff. Yeah, they've got 4 rerolls. They still have a big value difference, so they're going to get a ton of money to spend on stuff going into the final. Probably the Chaos or Skeleton star player, along with maybe Chainsaw Goblin, Bomber Goblin, and rerolls and stealing my rerolls and all that kind of stuff. Well, let's just jump into it.
Everybody ready? The match is about to start.
So yeah, that's the Skeleton star player. Halfling Master Chef steals rerolls for me, and that's 4 extra rerolls for him. So I think that's already getting him to 8, and then stealing rerolls. I don't know. Like, you can't go over 8.
Blood Bowl!
Maybe you can if you steal them. But you can't use more than 1 in a turn, so it doesn't really matter too much. And if you already reroll the dice because of a skill, so something like dodge, you fail a dodge roll, you reroll because of dodge, you can't use a reroll to reroll it a 3rd time. You've already considered you've used a reroll on that action. So it is a little limited. It's not like crazy. Playing in my home. All right. Championship game. My Minotaur's actually back. In the last one, we didn't have my Minotaur, and I felt like we were not able to do quite as much as I usually like. But against this team, they're so tough and strong. We're just going to be kind of beating on each other in the front line and probably taking a bunch of damage. Like, they're actually stronger with the mummies. Let me know they're Tomb Guardians, but they're mummies. They're basically just mummies. But they, I think they've got 1 extra point of movement. I think everything else is the same. But they can have 4 of them, so they've got 4 of them. Now, I could make an argument for me kicking, receiving the ball and trying to do some damage first, but not super likely. I've actually been pretty good at getting the ball away from teams and scoring, so I'm kind of happy doing that. Steal 3 rerolls. So yeah, it does go over, so he's got 11, but it can only use 1, so that's fine. One of you guys, you're going to sit out, I think, because we've got a ton of Beastmen here, and we want to have block and my agile player in. So you swap out for my agile player. We want the Minotaur in the front line. I'm kicking off, so I do have to set up first. We've got my Chaos Warrior with block on the front line. The blocks might save me. Just seeing who's out here. You don't need to be out here. We've got certain players that are much more sort of, when I receive the ball, I want to have them on the field, but otherwise probably not. So here, we're going to swap you out with somebody with claws. So we have claws. We've got speed and tackle here. On this side, we're going to have Mighty Blow and Claws. Up front, we've got these guys. I think that's fine for a setup. And then we have Block. So you've got Block and Catch. You've got Block and Dodge, I think. Do I want to swap that for anything? Nah, that's fine. So, Block and Dodge, fine. Be up on the front. Just Block. You, I want back. And then you're, what? Block and Catch. But I'm not really concerned about that. We're mainly just kind of using you to try to hold the line, potentially. The player was doing weird stuff with setups for the Tomb Guardians, having them off the front line in the last game, which I thought was a little bit weird, but it did make it so it was kind of difficult to get to the ball carrier if it was able to get time to actually protect the ball carrier with them. So we kind of need to rely on some things screwing up or going the wrong way. Oh, we get Blitz. That is pretty awesome. That's a great way to start, actually. So the ball's going in the middle. Except we have a hard time busting through the front line here. We could go for one of you guys, trying to take you down.
That was a weapon of mass reconstruction.
So we already have 1 assist. If we charge, we count as a 4, so I just need 2 assists to get even. I need 3 assists. No, I'm thinking you have 6. You only have a 5. So, +1, 4, 5, 6. So I just need 2 assists and a blitz to actually try to get some damage. I think we go... I want to use somebody with claws. This guy's got the higher strength, so we're not going to do it on this side. We'll do it here. So if you just come up for the assist. I could also try to like dodge through to do something crazy, but it's just going to result in my agile player getting killed. So let's go ahead and try to get a hit here with claws and see if I can maybe do some damage. Even if I do, he's probably just going to regenerate anything I do. You don't have block, so that's fine. Knock him out right away. Nice. That works just fine, so that's 1 less of these guys out on the field. Then we're going to come on back and tie you up. He still has like 3 guys in the back that could go for the ball, so it's not like we're really doing a great job here. Let's just come down and try to contain you. This is kind of a mess. I do have block here, and he doesn't, so we might get lucky with a hit there. You go on him. The star player can stab, so I do need to be kind of cautious about that as well. I think I'm just going to kind of hang out here with you. My speedy player, we might as well try to make a move towards the back, although he might just get stabbed for his trouble. And then I'm going to bring you on over. Yeah, about there's fine. Try to get some pressure, potentially blitzing actions on in. We've opened up a bit of a gap here we can try to take advantage of. You can stay deep. All right, let's see what they do. If I'm lucky, he'll just screw up picking up the ball a bunch, and I can actually, you know, he'll fail, use a reroll, fail again, get a turnover, and then I can actually do some stuff.
Yeah, smells like a good old
Taking out that mummy right off the bat is actually really nice. Okay, he's going for the ball. Come on, screw it up. Good. Screw it up again, please. Ah, he got it. That's too bad. Okay, that's unfortunate. I do have block, though, so I might get lucky. He does have 3 dice, though. Just going to shove me towards the edge, which is unfortunate. Not ideal, anyway. That's just a push. This might hurt. Yep, it's going to. I even knocked Knob out piling on. I actually kind of forgot about the piling on. He actually got an injury on me right off the bat. What do we got? Badly hurt? Yeah, we can live with a badly hurt. Unfortunate because he's the only one who's actually got block. And one die block actually working out there. It's always a risky attempt. Oh, well, yeah, let's use my apothecary. We'll take the no casualty. That was pretty crazy right off the bat there. Have somebody die. And Eyeless, of course, who seemed to get abused a lot. Don't know what it was, but just seemed like Eyeless is always being beaten up on. Okay, so my plan now, I think, you're just going to hit and move up. We could hit the ball carrier with you, or you. I can just get through as it is here. I don't even have to go for it or anything. I might as well just do it with him first. So anything I want to do that isn't required dice, I probably want to do. So, do I want an assist here? I mean, most of his guys aren't even over there. Tell you what, I'll bring you in. I'm going to leave you for now. Let's go for the blitz on the ball carrier just to see what happens. Is this Fragor?
Especially if the ball will go.
He does have block, so just get a push, that's it. Stay away from the mummy, preferably. Alright, let's see if my Minotaur can do something here to the Blitzer. That's a no.
Cute animals like this forget the sport.
Alright, throw a shot here. We don't have an assist because he's still up. Right, okay. And this mummy blocking my way, so I can't really get around very easy. Yeah, I needed him to get cleared out so we could kind of get some other people back there. So in this case, fine, come down here. We'll throw a shot, just because. Yeah, we'll follow that up, I guess. Try to make up for the damage that's been done already. We do not want to go next to the mummy, so let's go a little wider. Although when the mummy gets up, that's going to be a bit of a problem. So I do have some one-die blocks we could do. I do want to get you out of that position, but there's no good place to dodge to, really. Let's try this, because I've got block and you don't. Okay. See if Claws gets us anything. Stun. And we might as well do the same here. I've got block, you don't. I've got Claws. Shove is not really helpful. We'll go there. We'll stay put. Okay, I'm going to try to get out of this spot. If I go down, I go down. It's just sort of unfortunate. It's kind of what I figured. It's 50-50. We'll give it a shot. Okay. Now, he could blitz me and shove me out, so I am going to try to dodge again. Okay. That's pretty lucky. We can actually make it all the way back around onto him, so good deal. Might want to give him something, since we can't really get dodge unless I roll doubles. I think 2 heads gives you the +1 on the dodge. Might be worth it with him because of the speed and now having tackle, so he's kind of more of a blitzer type. Even strip ball might be really good on him. So we got a hit on the ball carrier, just nothing. Now, unfortunately, he's going to make it a little hard to do anything with the ball carrier. incoming blitz.
Fair fight can be so
That is going to destroy me.
room in sport for a scrap like this.
Oh, and an injury. Is that like the third injury so far, including the kill? Barely started here. Ah, he pushes me off. That's too bad. Ooh, but he stayed there, so we could blitz if we wanted to. Shove him off the board. Now, following that up was a really bad idea, but he did. That's also a very aggressive thing. We will take you go down. I didn't realize it was that guy who was throwing the block. Okay. Okay, well. I think we could definitely toss you out. Because I can get you down to give me an assist on the ball carrier.
This could be a sack. I love it.
Hopefully, we could at least get the ball away from him. Alright, let's go ahead and do a blitz. We'll try to just shove you out.
And into the crowd they
Okay, got an injury there, but that's probably from the crowd, not from me. Could be both, actually, the way that it came up. Grind strain. He regenerated, of course. I don't know if I got the star player points there. I don't think I did. I think I was at 19 before. Okay, let's come back. Yeah, just go back here. The general vicinity. Do I want to try to deal with the mummy? Not really. Let's see if I can move in. Nope. Okay.
They should hire a tame player.
Alright, let's go for the important thing. Well, do I want to move you first? Could depend on where the ball ends up. You're probably the only one who's got a good chance of picking it up, though. Let's just throw a shot on the ball carrier here, see what happens. He does have block. Ooh, well, not a good result for me. Reroll. I do a tackle, so it doesn't even matter if you've got dodge. I'm not following that up. See where the ball goes. Ooh, the ball's pretty free, actually. Alright, yeah, we might want to make a attempt to grab it here. So you... We'll come down next to it. So in case we screw it up, maybe it'll end up in my hands anyway, or it'll be harder for someone else to pick up. I could still throw a shot here. I can move you. I might actually want to move you away from the mummy. I don't want you getting hurt by the mummy. Yeah, I feel like nowhere is really safe. You are just a basic skeleton. Alright, we'll come down here. Let's try to pick up the ball. I have used a reroll, though. Hey, actually got it. Okay. Unfortunately, he's got the movement to cause me some trouble. So let's try to get further away. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. Almost every time I go for it, feels like... And he stunned himself going down. Still, we've got players in the area. It's easier for us to pick up the ball than for the opponent. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, star player coming over. Maybe going to try a stab. Nope, didn't stab me. Surprised. Okay, gonna throw a hit there,
That one's got fists bigger than ham
and
joints.
that's just a push. Big hit. That will take me down, but he didn't have block, so reroll, just a push.
With the Slayer, he's following up, hoping to get the knockdown.
Okay. So yeah, I think we probably just try to go for the ball here. We could throw a hit on him first, though. Or throw a hit here. You're more of like a decent player. We've got somebody with claws here, so let's at least throw a hit on you. That's probably all I'm going to do, then I'll just go for the ball.
This player likes to be well assisted.
Just a push.
He won't leave us alone anytime soon.
Just want to be prepared in case things go wrong. Who is this? Ligor? Okay, yeah, that's fine. If you score, we're kind of happy with that. You got to pick the ball up first, though, buddy.
Nice catch.
All right,
Go
let's just
on,
score.
buddy.
The blitz helped with that a lot.
Save yourselves! An extremely fast first touchdown. The other team must wake up.
And we did take some damage as well in the process, so not a great start with 2 injuries right off the bat, including our apothecary's already been used. Fortunately, the mummy wakes up. The star player will be out, though, because he has a secret weapon.
A fresh start, fellas. You can return to this.
All right, so who did you put
Kick the
out
ball
here?
to the opponents. Now it's time to think defensively.
What kind
secret
of weird thing
weapon.
is going on here?
Doesn't stay long on the pitch,
Yeah,
but
you-
it's so good while it's there.
Swap out. Again, I'm setting up first. So we've got the spare Chaos Warriors. Okay, like everybody. Well, we had a couple people out, so you've got block. Block and catch there. You've got nothing. We could take catch and dodge out on the field, or just dodge. Anybody close to leveling? Yeah, you're actually close. Let's put Yelnagor out, even though he's got nothing. If we can get like a point with him, even if we maybe try to go for a foul or something, might be an option. Try to get him to actually level up. So we've got the same Mighty Blow claws, and we've got speed and claws on the flanks. Very similar setup here. They're doing something a little different. Again, we just try to keep the ball in play here.
That's fine. So I'm not going to talk about it again.
Scatter. Not a bad kick. Hopefully he screws up on the picking up the ball part of things. Yeah, having the mummies back just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you not have the mummies on the front line? Even if you only put 3. And then had 1 kind of further back to help guard the ball carrier. But then you're really committed to just grinding forward very slowly at the speed of a mummy. Which, I mean, can work, but not if you need to score quickly. Especially when your agility is really low, like it is for these guys.
Now that's a holding maneuver if ever I saw one.
Just filling in the front line before the mummy beatdown begins. Come on, fail. Fail again. Give me a nice turnover. Excellent. All right.
He's getting fired in the morning.
So, we've got wide open on the right, so we just want to rush in. So I think that's what we'll do here first. Run towards the ball as fast as possible. If you follow in as well. Okay, somebody up here probably has guard, don't you? He's got guys guard. The middle guy's got guard. The mummy's got guard. So we could still throw hits on the center guy with my Minotaur. Let's just try to hold. Could rush you around too. This is a problem. Is this a 6 strength? No, it's the 5. We do have claws. We could try to take him down again, so we could blitz with 1 assist here and try to knock him out. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's the way to go. Try to use claws, see if we can actually do some damage. Especially since I've got block. Just a push is really unfortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna wait and save the reroll.
Appears to be anchored to the spot.
Disappointing, though. Then you can't really get around anywhere. So move on up. Let's try to kill the guy in the middle with guard. Alright, good job. No damage though, even though he's got claws and mighty blow. And we can throw a shot here. I don't have block and he does, so it's a little risky. Just a shove. Put him there, it's fine. We could do a 1-die block as well here. That's kind of risky. None of these guys have block, so it's not crazy. Try to do something. Let's go for the thrower here. Does he have dodge? Is that dodge or sure hands? Yeah, go there. And I'll just stay put. Hey, that. Somebody off the field at least. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to leave you here for now, I think. Well, we could rush the right side. Yeah, you know what? We'll cover the side, but also be in a position where maybe we can move in on the ball, because he's got that high agility. If the ball's on the ground, we need to get a pickup. Even if his tackle zone's on it, he can probably still do it. Since I have block and you don't, I will try this, since I do have a reroll as well. Okay, we have to use the reroll. Another useless push. Alright, that's unfortunate. We do have some penetration here. But he's got some guys free to try to get the ball, protect the ball. Hoping he just screws up again, picking it up. But he can just kind of keep trying over and over again. Eventually he'll get lucky. Come on, screw up.
The ball is in the player's hand.
Oh, he got it without even using a reroll at all. At least burn a reroll for that. You know, it would be nice. Then you can't use a reroll on anything else. Okay, that's a good result for me. Reroll, just a push. All right.
Me of the famous
And okay, no piling on there. Is going for my Minotaur though, just a push. Work pelt gonna get wrecked though. Okay, plenty of my guys on the ground. So, you... Let's cover him. I really don't want to stand up here and be in this spot. Can you make it? Yeah, we'd have to go for it to get a hit on him, but we can't get a hit on him, so we'll just stand you guys up, unfortunately. Prepare to suffer abuse. Alright, blitz away. I will have to go for it to throw the hit. I don't have any rerolls left for the half.
They'll need to get rid of the ball. Now there's pressure on them.
Okay, get the hit off. He doesn't have dodge or anything.
That's the way. Get him early.
Do have Mighty Blow there, but we didn't get anything. Really tempted to move next to it, but I'm going to stay put. I could try to dodge out and run down. Before I do that, let's just move. Anybody who's free and can do stuff without any real trouble. We could throw a hit on the mummy here, actually. That's also tempting. Only a 1 die, though. Okay, I'm going to try to dodge out of here. Probably going to screw up. Oh, look at that.
That's a dangerous place to be.
Let's just head towards the ball. Okay, turned out all right. I've got a couple dice here. Let's give it a try. Freeze up another beast man there. But what do we do? I might want to just dodge away from this whole situation as well. Let's come down, protect my agile player. Now I've got 2 dice, but we just get a push. It's kind of bad. I'm going to go for it because maybe I could injure the mummy. It would be pretty great. Yeah. I automatically follow up because of Frenzy, but with Claws and Mighty Blow, it's like there's a chance we can do some damage. But no. Okay. Let's try to get out. I can't believe I'm actually making these rolls. Alright. I'm not going to push it. We don't have rerolls. We're in relatively good shape. Surprised that mummy didn't go towards my beastman down there. Okay, he's going to go for the ball. I don't have any tackle zones on it, so he did have to make the dodge, though. Sure hands, he actually got it. Look at that.
You should always use the correct tool.
This player a tool? Sure looks like it.
Okay. That's actually a really good result. You had to re-roll, but that will take me out.
Sometimes.
Single die block. Also works out. Yeah, these guys are just nasty. Able to do so much damage. Okay, I'll stand everybody up in case things go wrong. You guys are just going to have to sort of keep them occupied here, unfortunately. Try not to die. Was it Ligor that died already? We brought him back. Okay. You can make it for an assist there. So we'll try to take you out. Then we can blitz the ball carrier. Just a push.
At the same time.
Disappointing.
That's it. Back and then...
Okay, we've got you free with claws to hit the ball carrier. You might be able to pick up. You might be able to pick up. And of course, you can probably pick up. Move down. Alright, let's have you throw the hit. Come around.
Put some pressure on the ball carrier.
He does not have block.
Going for the ball.
Only a push. It's really disappointing. Okay, well, we're just going to surround you then. We don't really have anything great. Got a single die. I've also got a single die here if I wanted to do that. Do you have? He's got guards. So if I just push this guy and follow up, it's then at a disadvantage on the second hit. So we could try this, because he won't follow up. Yeah, we can both go down, that's fine. Just want to keep these guys away from this mess back here.
He didn't see the opponents around.
Going for a risky block.
One less technical for the ball carrier.
Okay, big hit on Nagor there. Going for my Chaos Warrior. Going down. Going for my Minotaur. That's not great. He's going to fall on me. No damage, thankfully. Okay, no injury. Kind of lucky there. Let's screw up some of these. There you go. Reroll, just a shove. All right. You can definitely stand up. Unfortunately, yes, stand up. Keep them busy. So my turn 7 here, looks like. So just in case things do go wrong, I am standing everybody up. Although I could leave you on the ground, it might actually be safer. Let's see if you can get up. Nope. Alright. Yeah, I might leave him down, because like this expendable guy is potentially going to take their wrath. Go for a hit with Mighty Blow. Let's try that first. Alright, that will work. We follow that up. We get injury. He'll probably just regenerate. Nope, he does not. Alright, and then we'll have Claws take a shot at you. Take you down. Put you there. We'll follow. See where the ball ends up.
Take down the ball carrier before he breaks out of the field.
Okay, it's just a matter of picking up the ball. Who could actually use the points? You're the lowest. But I'm a little concerned we're going to fail the pickup roll and it'll get tossed out. So in case that happens, I'm just going to move you there. Let's go ahead and have my high agility player get the ball, hopefully. Yeah. Just to ensure that we get it.
Could protect them from a comeback. This might be the end.
Okay, they're down a couple as well, although one of them was the star player. So with the guy knocked out, they are actually down 2 players.
We're about to start the next
And we've got everybody for my defense. Basically just 1 turn on their side, 1 turn on mine, and then we go to the half. And then I will actually receive a kick, which will be nice.
They'll want to get it
So I just
back.
keep kicking it away every time.
Nice weather to play blood bowl.
Weather stays nice. Good kick as well. So my turn, it's more about just hitting people and maybe try to go for a foul somewhere. I guess the last guy is going to be the one to go for the ball.
He's coming to help his buddy.
Alright, if he screws us up, it'll make it a little easier for us to do some hitting. Not a huge deal, but... Alright.
His hands in the changing rooms.
So, if we're going to foul, you're going to be our fouler. We could definitely hit you. You're a pretty good player. It's worth trying to take you out. So we could blitz to get you. You're 5, so we need a couple assists to go for hits there. We could try to go after this guy with the guard in the middle again. Alright, let's go Mighty Blow. No, Ilis was the one who died, not Ligor. I was thinking Ligor got killed. Well, that's a pretty unfortunate turn of events for me. At least I didn't get killed or injured. That's going to be the end of the half. So much for that. An anticlimactic couple of downs there before the end of the half. Great if the knocked out guy stays knocked out. He does. All right, cool.
I imagine that in their
Stole 3
dreams,
again. All right, so this is their actual setup.
this team needs to remain
So we've got the
calm
guard guy in the
and
middle.
collected.
We will swap some things
Fall
around, I
back to
think,
the winning
though.
team again.
So we want... Yeah, you need to be on the field, buddy. Buddy. Anybody out here that's kind of not useful? Okay, we'll swap you for the guy that just has dodge. So, got my highly agile player back to get the ball and potentially toss it forward. On the flanks, we want a hitter and then somebody with catch. You've got dodge. So catch and block. Then we want... Yeah, let's go Mighty Blow. Let's get nobody on the front, so we can kind of mess with that. So you've got dodge and catch. We want you as well. So speedy blitzer guy who can also catch. So we've got a catch option, a catch option, a catch option. We can also do a little bit of dodginess if we need to. On the front line. Just gonna set you guys up funny. So you have
Got anything
dodge.
recorded on your Wiz Wolf other than old Blood Bowl mattress, Jim?
Yes. I'm addicted to that HB.
And then we've got a couple guys with claws back where we can kind of do whatever we want with them, move them around potentially. We could put them both further up.
Grunt is going to die.
Eh, sure. So the guy back has block and dodge. So potentially handoff, catch options. Mummy is going to kick the ball, alright. high kick. Ends up right there. Sure. Perfect. Alright. Now, there's no real safe way to do this because of the mummies. A couple guys to block. This side's a little weaker, potentially, actually, so... let's go ahead and throw a shot with Mighty Blow here.
That's it. Get in their face.
Throw the shot. Thank you. Stay put. See where I want to move to, depending on anything. Okay, we did get a stun, so that's nice. So yeah, just move on to the next guy and cover him. Expendable guy. Keep the mummy busy. Actually, you're not really expendable. No one's really expendable at this point. We want to keep him free to maybe catch the ball. Go in there.
Safety in numbers.
Alright, so on this side... keep him busy. Don't want to go next to the mummy. So if he wants to do anything, he's going to have to blitz me. And I'm going to start... maybe... so we've got a single die block. But this guy's got the increased strength. Let's start here, actually, and see if we can get lucky.
Unity is strength.
Okay, so that gets rid of a guard. So now we can hit him 2 dice. Except while the animal kicks in. Irritating, irritating. Yeah, I don't have any good routes out and away. Nothing's totally clear. Don't like mummies being where they are. Not at all. So I'm going to rotate, but I'm going to stay back a bit because of the mummies. Yeah, we'll stay about there-ish. And we'll call it good holding the front line here. But I could always switch back, make a toss out to here, and then try to do something if he shifts around. Like really aggressively. The problem with some of these teams like the Undead is that they're very slow, so they don't have the ability to adjust if they like really go after somebody, and then you can make a toss or something, or shift from one side of the field to the other. They can't adjust very well. But him having all these mummies is going to make it difficult. The mummies here are tied up, though. So if we could bust through here, this might be a good option. He is kind of committing to the right side, depending on how the blocks and stuff go here. Okay, big hit on my Minotaur. That's going to collapse my center. Tried the piling on as well. No injury, thankfully, though. A lot of pushes, actually. It's quite nice. We can stay on our feet. Helps a lot. Single die blocks, always risky. Okay. Not an ideal situation. Alright, let's see if we can just stand you up. Nope. Okay.
Things like this, forget the sport.
Kind of what I thought.
Face their wild
Let's
side.
bring you back here, just in case. Do you have guard? You don't. Okay. So move up, we can throw a shot, at least get one of them away from the mummy there. Okay, let's do this. I don't have any skills involved, but
Unity.
try to do something here. Okay. And they'll blitz with my guy that's down.
Fans are ravenous. Just like your step.
Alright, stun is helpful. So, you blitz, get up, throw a shot. Hopefully not just a push. Excellent.
It looks rather like an old spectacle in his style.
This one.
Nice, couple stuns. Move on down the field. And what we probably want to do is try to toss to him. Before that, let's go ahead and try hit here.
This is going to be decisive.
I could just shove him over, but I'll just take him down. Nice. The claws, I was hoping we could maybe get something going, but... Actually, I don't know if it matters, because they've only got 7 armor. I think claws basically counts everything as 7 armor, so I don't think claws really help there. And then that's, of course, a bad situation. We might want to dodge out, and you've got dodge, actually. Do you have tackle or anything? No, you don't. It should be a safe thing to do. As I hold my breath. Alright. So... just go in there for now. Alright. So we run across. I think I'd be feel safer if I got at least a little bit closer. So a toss from here. Decent chance. If I can move further, I think there's no chance he intercepts. But I don't think that changes anything. Give it a try. Look at that. That's beautiful. Alright. He can get back to me. He could potentially throw a hit on me. So let's try for a hit on him. And I will follow that up. Okay, I think we're relatively safe to just keep carrying on to get another point here. Okay, take some abuse here on the edge.
On the edge of the field there, within
Just a shove, good.
grasping range of the fans, and they're looking hungry.
Just a shove. That's a bit more than a shove. Had to use a reroll, and then War Pelt's gonna go down.
It reminds me of the famous story of Nurglin and the Great Unclean. But this time,
Attempt just a push.
no miracle.
Alright. So, we could try to hand it off to one of these guys to score down the field. You definitely need to stand up. We could dodge out and away with you. I think that's probably what we plan to do if we don't score. Is there any reason for me just not to score? Staying on the ground. Yeah, there's not really a lot I can do. Can I just run in? Yeah, I can just run in. You know what? We've got the speed. Let's use it. 3 points. I don't think there's any doubt we're going to win. It's just how much damage I'm going to take in the meantime. So I'm just trying to mitigate damage by scoring. Yeah, there wasn't really much I could do there, so... Alright, the knocked out guy does get up. He's got most of his people ready to go. We're back on defense.
Good. It's a fresh start. So the carnage can
Okay,
start
everything
all over
should be
again.
set up the way it was before. So yeah, now we've got the expendable guy
Possession
here,
is
so
the key to
potentially
winning.
fouling, that's kind of the
Must
plan.
drive the coach crazy as his team kick it away.
And again, we just want to kick it to keep it in play. Oh, we got a fish invasion. That's a lot of stunned people. Oh, really good kick. Wow. That's amazing. That's like the perfect kick.
They're getting up close and personal.
You need to be close.
He's got such an empty backfield. I think
Smell
we
your
could
breath and see
rush
the
for the
bad
ball
insects
again,
in
probably.
your
I don't know if they can stop me. No, he's going to go for it. If he screws it up, it might get out and then tossed forward. Or he can, mess up going for it. Okay, the ball is going to go out, so it gets tossed in. Alright. But he's going to recover a little faster. Alright. Don't really have anybody super fast over here. So we're just going to run as many people towards the back as I can. Hoping you'll just keep messing up stuff. Okay. I think I'm actually going to blitz... You're down, right? Yeah. I think I'm going to blitz with my Minotaur, if we can. And then... kind of want to go for him, but this is actually probably a better spot to go to. With the Blitz, I've got +1 strength because I've got horns, so we'll actually have 2 dice. I don't know why it's only showing 1. Don't I have horns? Yeah, I've got horns. I don't know. So Blitz. If I follow up, though, this guy's got guard, so it would be a bit worse. Let's just hit this guy. Really? We're gonna... You know what? I'm gonna try a reroll on it. Yeah, loner, of course. Unfortunately, that wastes our blitz. So, yeah, there's nothing really good I can do here. There's no good spots, safe spots. We'll just come out on this side here. Everyone else, just stand your ground and prepare for mummy abuse. Okay, going for it.
They picked up the ball.
Ah,
I
you got
suppose
it.
I
It's
should
too
say
bad.
Something memorable or funny.
And blitzing me. Look at that. Just a shove. Good.
Skillful player to stay up on the
Twinkle toes.
Just a push, so not terrible.
The player's fist is approximately the same size
Also
as his
just a push.
entire opponent.
This time, though, Trish is going down. No permanent damage, though. Okay. So yeah, keep the mummy busy. Alright, you're up. So yeah, we can throw a hit here, hopefully take you out of the way.
To come out on top.
Ah, you got block. That's too bad. Yeah, use a reroll.
This player tackle smells weakness.
I don't think I can get to the ball carrier here with the movement I've got. Yeah, so I think we just hit somebody on the way is probably what we're going to do. So yeah, let's blitz. Let's just hit this person and then move towards the ball carrier. So we can safely follow that up.
Apparently, wizards call that energy.
KO, nice.
Shuffling off the field, possibly off his mortal coil.
And then we just get next to the ball carrier. Come around, try to contain these guys. Let's try to destroy this guy in the middle. I swear my Minotaur has just spent so many turns just like refusing to do anything. That's unfortunate. No rerolls, so down we both go. I did knock him out though, so that's okay, I think.
With the fairies.
It's a turnover and I'm down, but we took somebody out in the process. It's gonna have to go for it a couple times and throw the dice for the block. Okay, just a push though. It's probably gonna block with the ball carrier then for that position, yeah. That will take me out though. But not stunned, knocked out, anything dangerous. Track is going to get ruined. We've got mummy abuse incoming. It's just a shove though. Does have the ball kind of protected though. Not super protected, as I don't think anybody down there has guards, so we can kind of deal with the situation with the two players we've got. Since we've got horns, we can blitz from the ground, so we still have options. And Trish getting hurt again. Festies a reroll, and then does take out Pillig.
Just one more step.
Okay. If we get you up, I can't really get anywhere super useful. Yeah, try to go there, I guess. Nope, you don't want to move it. Alright.
Things like this forget the sport and embrace their wild side.
Don't like this spot, but I might have to suck it up. Same here. Actually, do you have guard? You do have guard. None of this is good. Stand up. I can also stand up here, being on the edge. With protection on my flank, it's not quite as dangerous. It's still dangerous. Make a move. I probably want to dodge you out of there. I don't like that position. Does anybody here have guard? No. Okay. So we stick you
Put
into the
pressure on
mess.
the ball carrier. Move quicker.
Person on the ground, we'll blitz, hit the ball carrier. Both have block.
Focus on the ball as it
Alright, we do take him out though.
Give me more random violence.
Sure. Follow up, I guess.
This is gonna get exciting.
Alright, ball's loose. I don't really want to make any dodge rolls or anything crazy like that. We'll just keep them contained. Let's see if I can get out of here. Okay. Even if I just keep this guy busy. I've only got 2 movement left, so yeah, just tie him up, leave the mummy. And then we could try a 1-die block here. I think it's worth it, maybe? Okay. Put him there, and I'll follow.
One more step and
Because he can't really easily get to this spot to try to push me out. So I think that's all we're going to do here. On turn 14... Okay, thought he would try to dodge out to go get the ball with that guy, but he didn't. Probably just going to hit me a little bit instead. So first Blood Tusk is going down. And then Eyeless is going to go down.
That's quite amusing.
Alright, Ligor going to get trashed. Okay, didn't pile on, good. Just a push. Try to use Chaos Warriors to keep these mummies busy. Trish is going to get hammered, though. Single die block. Just a push. Yeah, unfortunately, no turnover, too many rerolls. Alright, you are just standing up. Same here. Movement, can I get around? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? No, we need quite a bit more. We could just move up and throw a hit. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see. Could blitz. We could try to go for the ball. Again, I don't like being near these mummies. Can you move? Nope.
Belly or chin may calm him down.
Okay. Gonna help out here on the way towards the ball. Don't have a lot of time left, so it's not like an urgent thing, but, you know, see what we can do. We don't need to score, really. It's just kind of surviving and keeping them from scoring. It'd be great if I could score again. I think it'd be fun, but, I mean, we have an opportunity. We could do it. It just requires a lot of dice to go my way, and I've only got one reroll left. Yeah. We could go for it, try to get the ball, stand him up in the meantime, then try to do something. So, yeah, just stand up, I guess. I hate being next to the mummies, though. Outnumbered. Come on up. We'll throw a shot here.
Not a wise place to end your turn on the border of the pitch. If the player gets pushed into the crowd, well, last time that happened,
Just a
it
push.
took 3 days to piece the body back together.
Stay here, so I'm kind of protecting the other guy until we can get off the edge. Don't have an advantage anywhere. I could blitz, hit this guy, then try to get the ball. I think that's worth doing. So we can just come in here, hit him, try to shove him, and then we can hit for the ball once it's clear. So we can still blitz and then still pick up the ball. Excellent. Toss him. Don't follow it.
It's rather like a traditional spectacle style.
I know this one. Romania.
Let it go for it, and then try to pick up the ball. Okay, we failed the ball pickup. Try again.
A touchdown, so close.
All right.
Yet so far.
Too far away for me to get in, even if I wanted to go for it. But I've got the ball again. He's got a lot of guys in the area, though. So almost definitely going to take a hit. It's whether or not it takes me down. All right, he's going for it. Single die. That is going to do it. And stun me. Okay, it's just a push. Now the mummies have converged over there. And big hit on Eyeless. Another stun. Alright. Oh, piling on. Okay, just a KO. Still rough.
If you look very carefully, you may be able to discern parts of the
Just a shove,
opposing
all right.
player poking out from beneath that mountain. Night.
He's going for the ball. Come on, screw it up.
Really, don't let me.
Oh, he got it.
Can take your hand.
Of course, he's super far back. All right. Just keep standing up. Guys, just head in. Well, it's my last turn here, so I don't think there's any chance he could. I mean, even if he went for something crazy, he can't really toss the ball to anybody. It's going to be able to do anything, so it doesn't really matter. No mummy's going to catch a ball. Well, I say that, but probably on a 6, it's possible. So who knows? Just go there, I guess. We could maybe just foul that guy on the ground if I can't do anything else. You, I might want to dodge out of there. You, we could blitz with. Same with you guys. Just to hurt somebody, maybe. Or we could go for the foul. We might as well blitz here, I guess. Just to do something. Hit somebody from the ground. Why not?
Count those teeth. They'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
Alright. Yeah, probably just a foul. I wouldn't mind dodging at least you away from this, though. Okay, I'm actually surprised that worked. Alright, who wants some star player points? Guess that would be Track. 72% chance.
Player down and surrounded by the opposing team. This isn't going to be
We killed him. Look at that. But he regenerated. And Track's called off.
Of course I did. And it's outrageous.
Should have got some star player points for that, but I'm not sure if it'll actually count. I saw sometimes it doesn't work
Send someone off.
when you're dealing with regenerating players and stuff. I didn't see it pop up. Doesn't mean it didn't actually get it. But yeah, last turn, they're just kind of setting up a defense for the ball carrier. I didn't think we'd score this many points. We almost, like, if we'd made it a dice roll or two a little better, we could have gotten 4-0. So see if we can get through this without anybody dying. We should just get a push here, thankfully. Bit more abuse coming out from the mummies here on the Chaos Warriors. Piling on. It's the end of the game. It probably figures why not. It's a KO.
pile on. We may see that player later, if they wait.
Yeah, I think actually for this team, having piling on with the mummies is actually pretty good.
I thought my heart almost beat.
It's definitely a good choice. Not one I would usually take for teams, but I think you've got 4 mummies. Just having to get them up occasionally for the chance of doing more damage is worth it. Alright, we rolled a 5, which is also pretty good. Fame goes up. Excellent, excellent. I don't really know what my spiraling expenses are, but it's a lot, apparently. Fan factor stays the same. Okay, so MVP went to Trish for some reason. For getting abused, I guess. Not really much else. So that was it for the championship. So we come through. Khemri gets second place, basically. Goblins and Bretonnians got beat up early on. Stat-wise, 46 yards running, 14 yards passing. Feels like more, but a lot of that was we were just kind of picking the ball up in the enemy's side of the field and not really running that far with it. They only had 10 yards running, which is almost nothing. We had a pass and a catch. Very cool. 38 blocks succeeded. 4 KOs, 2 injuries. We did actually do 2 kills, I think, and then they both regenerated. 61 blocks on their side on us, so we got really beat up compared to them. As far as successful blocks, 2 KOs, 3 injuries. So we did 2, technically 4 before regeneration. They did 3, technically 4, because they got a kill, and then I used my apothecary. So, yeah, an interesting game. So basically 4 injuries, and they had 4 injuries, +1 and +2. Nothing else nuts, yeah.
This
An interesting game.
happy serenity.
We did
Aren't
get
they
a
a
good
bunch of
mix
happy
of
clappies,
points
too?
out there.
I wouldn't like to use the word count, Bob,
Very cool.
as that has
Competition's
certain
over. You've won the
tax
competition.
implications.
We do have at least one person that leveled up. Hey, Eyeless. So he actually died and leveled up. All right, we've already got Block and Mighty Blow. So I think, yeah, tackle's interesting. Claws, of course, is an option. Strip ball, but we don't have the movement really. I think that'd be better for Pillig, not really Eyeless. Eyeless is more kind of hitting whatever's in front of him. Yeah, so claws is definitely something we could go for. Foul appearance affects. If I want to get blocked, it's disturbing presence I was thinking of. -1 from pass, intercept, or catch, but only within 3 squares. Not terrible, because we kind of use him sort of like a blitzer towards the enemy when we're playing defensively. So it's not an awful choice. I don't know if it... does that change the way you look as a mutation? I think Claws is probably more useful, since we already have Mighty Blow. I think that's probably the best option. But Tackle is very tempting, because it just lets us take down people a little bit more easily and deal with the dodgy
How's the
types.
missus, Bob?
X misses, Jim. But that don't mean
I think I'm going to take Tackle
She
rather
took
than going for
everything.
Claws, because I feel like it's been pretty useful since we picked it up on one of our other players, and there's a couple pretty agile teams in this league, so I feel like that's a good choice. So we aren't over the 150k, so we're just kind of limping along, paying a ton of money as our guys have leveled up. I think it depends on like how high level your people are, like what your ongoing expenses are, something like that. So yeah, we've got a couple cheerleaders, a couple coaches, assistants, 14 fan factor, which is pretty crazy high, not maxed out, but pretty good. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So my team value 2380 at the end of the competition, which I haven't played with these two teams that I made, but Halflings 2060, Amazons were 22, so my Necromantic were higher at the end of the first season. No, actually, I did 2 seasons with them, didn't I? I think I did 2 seasons with the Necromantic. Yeah, they're at 40 wins, so I've done 2 seasons with them. So all the teams I've only done a single season with. So out of all of them, these guys have gotten the most star player points and level ups, and expensive players and stuff. Second highest probably was Necromantic, but I'm not sure where they were exactly at the end of the first season. Kind of funny, exactly 2,000 for my undead team. Yeah, definitely a lot of fun. I think I might play another season with these guys in the future. It might be the near future. I'm probably recording this
I've
way
always
in
been a
advance of
fan
when it's
of
going to go up, depending on how
Sort of
things go.
rather
But
sketchy
yeah,
line of
been an
thinking.
interesting campaign. Having a lot of fun with these guys. I do like the mutations being modeled. Probably in the next season, we're going to pick up more mutations if I do continue on with them, because we've gotten a lot of the good skills out of the way. Now, after that, it's sort of just adding mutations. So playing around with that, kind of seeing what they look like. I've seen the 2 heads, though, before, but not on a Beastman, so I'm not sure if they actually do have a model like the old actual miniature, where they would actually just have a head facing one way and a head facing the other, just 2 in the place of 1. But we saw the goblins on that one team that had 2 heads. They had like a tentacle coming out of their back with a floating head behind them, just very, very weird. But we might add stuff like that as we progress through with our mutations and stuff. But yeah, been a fun season. Hopefully I will see you all again in the next one. So this has been Blood Bowl 2. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you again next time. Until then, have a good one.